people are talking to me, I might make weird faces and I won't look at them. I'll kind of look around, look at the sky, look at the trees. Hey, look, a bird. Things like that. And I don't tend to use any gestures because I have trouble understanding people's gestures and I have trouble doing them. I tend to obsess over things, especially Elmo. I love Elmo. Yes. I love to watch Sesame Street, I know. I'm like a little kid. But that's where it comes into play. I mean, that's why I'm 15 years old, and I like to watch Sesame Street. You hear all these noises coming from everywhere. You hear, like, everybody's conversation. It feels like lights are flashing in your head, or in your eyes, and your brain just goes nuts. So what I do to try and control that, I jump up and down and flap my hands, as if that doesn't look weird, So that's my coping skill for now.
Communication, understanding other people, and social skills. I have problems with reading people's body language and also making friends and getting on with people in general. What worries me the most is being alone, not having a support network, and not having the first time that they do notice that I'm on the autistic spectrum, but they may not explicitly know it's the autistic spectrum. They may just perceive me as being odd. I have issues with my senses. I'm hypersensitive, which basically means that the volume's being turned up. So, for example, my eyes can be oversensitive to a particular colour. For example, red could appear too bright and kind of dazzle me. And also my hearing can be hypersensitive. So when you're on the tube, when the tube shoots past, it can make that squeaking noise, and sometimes that can be too much to bear, and it's almost like I've become paralysed within my brain, that I can't continue thinking.
You see, a lot of kids with Asbergers, including me, have trouble with conversations, and man, I have trouble with that. Let's say some friends at school are talking about some TV show like The Simpsons. And I'm like, hey guys, have you heard of the new video game Zed's Moto Fury? Oh yeah, it is so hacking awesome. There's 2 playable characters? Yeah! And it's rated T for teen. So I dare you to get blah 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 and blah 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 blah. That's what I have trouble with. Yeah, it also happens in class, sometimes when the teacher is talking about something in science, like erosions, I might say, hey, I've heard of that on one episode of SpongeBob. And, yeah. And a lot of kids might have trouble with changes. Yeah. You see, when I had to go to the post office one day, when it was a free afternoon, I didn't expect it, and I got so peeved off, and I threw a temper tantrum. Yeah, like this. I don't want to go to the post office! Oh my God! Yeah. And another thing I have problems with is swimming class in school. You see, swimming class is really hard. I have trouble with swim. It might have to do something with my Asperger's and gross motor skills. You see, swimming is hard for me. Well, I did learn how to do this on my belly, but I'm still working on floating on my back. And the problem is I'm afraid of doing that stuff, and I'm upset because I don't know when it's coming. I don't like to be surprised, like most Asperger kids. Yeah. Okay. And also, this is kind of off topic. Oh man,
control what I say. Sometimes I say things without thinking.
If somebody says something funny, usually everybody will laugh, but it's pretty hard for me to stop.
I can never find the right words for the right situations. It's hard.
Quite a few times I actually get tormented and teased on a daily basis.
I have trouble with the cafeteria. Everyone's saving seats. Me and my 100 friends are sitting here.
The kids in school treat me like a background character.
If kids at school got to know me better, they'd probably find out that there is more to me than just the things that I obsess about.
I like working with spreadsheets, data sheets, graphs.
I'm pursuing like the field of computer animation and video game design.
They just have to understand that I have my own strengths and weaknesses, and I think differently and do stuff differently. That basically makes me look like I'm weird to them, but I'm not. I'm just a normal person like anyone else.